Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a really huge thrift haul. I went to a thrift store that I don't normally go to because I don't know, the Goodwills lately around here have been like on point. So I went to Goodwill and I did some shopping. I found all this stuff in like an hour, which is crazy. I'm gonna try on a few of these pieces. Hopefully I won't want to keep them. Usually when I say in a thrift haul I'm gonna keep this, I always end up selling it. There's probably been like maybe 2 or 3 exceptions to that. The shirt that I'm wearing right here is thrifted. It's from Madewell. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and Mercari. It is becoming more and more part of my income, so I love it. It's so much fun. I love to shop, so this is the perfect way for me to get out my shopping while making money. I also thought it would be interesting to do kind of like a deep dive on each brand and see how ethical they are if it's a brand that you like to shop new for. So I just thought that with this channel, when I'm talking about sustainable fashion too, it would be good for me to know a little bit more about each brand for my own sake, because I always used to be someone who thought that if you spend more money on something, it meant it was sustainable, and that's definitely not true. So anyway, let's just jump into it. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. It helps with the algorithm and it pushes the video to the top so more people can see it. I would so appreciate that. So the first piece that I got is this dress from a brand called Fervor, which is sold on ModCloth. I think it's funny, you can usually tell ModCloth pieces pretty quickly. So it's just this galaxy dress. I can probably sell this for around $40, $30 to $40. And ModCloth dresses, especially with like a novelty print like this, sell really fast for me. And this is a size 2X, so I won't be able to try it on, but it's so cute. And I couldn't find anything about this brand online, so I'm not sure. It says it's made in China, so there you go, Fervor. Okay, I'm gonna try to lump the brands together. So this first dress here is from Madewell. It actually still has the tags on it. It doesn't say how much it was, so maybe they bought it online or something. But this was half off, so I got it for $4. And it's a really cute polka dot dress with the back zipper that's exposed. And let's see what year this is from. This dress is actually pretty old. Wow, I'm shocked it still has the tags on it. It's from fall 2016. So there's that. That'll probably sell for like $30 to $40. There's this really pretty Jcrew. It's got a fisherman knit with bobble pom-poms on it. This was also new with tags. It's a size extra small. I think maybe these all came from the same person. Love this color though. This was originally $12.99 and I got it for half off. Purple tags were half off. And this is actually pretty new. It's actually from holiday 2019, so less than a year old. This will probably sell, I saw comps for in the $40 to $50 range. This is actually made with lamb's wool, so pretty fancy. So the last Madewell piece that I got was this dress. I actually saw this pretty recently, selling at Nordstrom Rack. It's just this yellow dress. I saw comps for it in the $30 to $40 range as well. I paid $4 for this, which is crazy. I can't believe nobody else bought this, but it must just be the season. It's from summer 2018. I saw this at Nordstrom Rack last year, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, it's pretty cute. So Madewell and J.Crew, if you guys don't know, they're owned by the same company. Jcrew owns Madewell. If you actually shop at some Jcrews, Madewell stuff will be in the back of the store, which is kind of interesting. But their ratings overall on Good On You, which is a website that I use to do a lot of this research, is not so good. They have some eco-friendly and recycled material that they use for their product, but overall it's still fast fashion. They recently partnered up with Fair Trade USA, I believe in 2019, which is great. A lot of their jeans are now labeled as Fair Trade USA. Just because they're partnered with Fair Trade USA though doesn't mean that all their products are Fair Trade certified. So Fair Trade USA only certifies parts of a supply chain, or they certify certain ingredients in the supply chain. So it doesn't mean that everything is. Apparently their denim line is what's certified fair trade. They might have more products now that are, but as far as my research showed, it was only the denim. So a lot of their denim is now made in a factory in Vietnam that is one of the most sustainable denim factories in the world. They use a lot less water and a lot less energy to create their denim. But one thing to note when I did my research was that Fair Trade USA only certifies the last stage of the supply chain. So there could be other parts of the supply chain that are still problematic. They might be using toxic chemicals. They might not be treating their farmers fairly. So just know that. So Madewell, it's okay, but it is pretty expensive, and sometimes, to me anyway, I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, expensive in my head means that, oh, they're paying their people a living wage. That's not always necessarily true. So there you have it. Okay, let's move on to Free People. This I thought was really, really cute. It's my favorite color. Oh no. Okay, so I was eating hot Cheetos in the car, and I must have gotten some hot Cheeto powder on it. Hopefully that comes out, but I really wanted to actually try this out for myself. So it just looks like that. It has a peplum bottom. I thought this would be really nice to just like walk the dogs in and chill out in. It's so cute. This was $5. It's my favorite color, and it has like a Henley button-up style in the front, and this is a size extra small. Seems kind of big for an extra small, doesn't it? I don't know. Shirts like this though probably sold for like $30 on Poshmark, so not a ton, but it's cute. This is a chunky knit sweater from Free People. I've sold styles like this from Zara, and Free People sweaters tend to move pretty quickly for me. So it just looks like that. It has like trim on the sleeves, and this was $4.99, which is crazy. That seems really cheap to me for a sweater. This probably retailed for like $128. It has pockets, and it does not have buttons. I've sold a Free People cardigan before for like $40 or $50, but this seems a little bit more on trend. It has like a blue woven pattern, and this chunky knit is just so in. So the next thing is from Anthropologie, but Free People and Anthropologie are both owned by Urban Outfitters. So it's just this Meadow Rue long duster cardigan. This was $5.99, but it's kind of tearing at the side here. So I asked her if she can give me a discount. She gave it to me for $3, so she gave me half off. This is a size medium. This looks like it would just be so cozy to lounge around in. It buttons up, and yeah, so I did a pretty deep dive on Free People and Anthropologie because it's just so interesting. A lot of people in my last video were commenting about how much they hate Anthropologie. I'll link that video down below. I dug a little bit deeper this time because I was really curious to see what was going on with them, and oh my god. Okay, so Anthropologie supplies very little information on their supply chain, if any at all. So we don't know where their factories are, we don't know where they source their material from, or how they treat their workers. They do have a statement on their page that says they comply with like child labor laws. They said on their website basically that they pay the wages that are set in those countries, which is like next to nothing. So that doesn't mean it's a fair living wage. It just means that they're complying with wage standards in those countries. Now, the one thing I found that is very controversial about them is PETA, which I don't love PETA, but apparently they did a pretty big study on an alpaca farm that Anthropologie and Gap and one other company used. Now, they showed that these alpaca were getting tortured, like just to get the wool shaven off of them, the alpaca wool. And so Gap came out and they stopped using this farm. But Anthropologie still hasn't stopped using this farm that is really, really cruel, like almost killing these alpaca for their wool, which shouldn't be happening. So that was one thing I found that was very concerning. So there was a BuzzFeed article that I read about a Black woman talking about her experiences working at Anthropologie. She talked about how Black people, when they worked there, they were usually put in the back of the store where they couldn't be seen. So whether that was like the stock room, maybe the fitting room, or folding in the back, but they were usually not at like the cash registers or greeting people. They were also paid less. And she talked about how the brand at her specific store, the company has come out and said this is not like a standard, but at her store, they called shoppers who were suspected to be shoplifting Nick or Nikki, and then they were told to keep a close eye on these shoppers. And there were a few examples that were given where Nicks and Nickies were Black people, and the name in itself is kind of problematic too because it's pretty close to another derogatory N-word, so even just using that was horrible. But to also profile Black shoppers and follow them around, horrible, so bad. I worked in retail for a really long time. Luckily I never had that experience, but it happens. She also gave her story of how while she was working at Anthropologie and she knew of these nicknames, she went to free people to shop there and she heard them call her this Nikki name so that the workers there would keep an eye on her. And she was black, so yeah, there you have it. So pretty messed up. I can see why so many people on my last video were saying that Anthropologie is not great, so yeah. Okay, so moving along, Eloquii. This is a plus size brand. I believe they only sell plus size clothing. I found this blazer from them, which is so beautiful. It has floral and a dotted pattern and it's beautifully lined. It has a single coated button. I can't believe I found this and it wasn't marked up. It was only $6. So nice. Jackets like this were selling for 50 to 60 on Poshmark. So Eloquii, actually I couldn't find a whole lot of information on them, but they do call themselves fast fashion, so they're not eco-friendly. They drop new styles every 2 weeks, which is crazy. That's like 25 new seasons a year, whereas, you know, before there used to be 4, now they're saying there's around 20. Eloquii, I guess, is contributing to that. They also recently got bought out by Walmart in the last 2 years. So they are going to be doing a collab, I guess, with Walmart in the coming months where Eloquii will be sold at Walmart. So there you have it. Okay, this next one cracked me up. I actually bought this same tank top at Target a couple of months ago and I just felt really guilty about it. I don't know. I just didn't feel like I really needed to buy a new tank top, much less new. It's a workout tank top, which is probably one of the most worn things in my wardrobe is workout clothes, but it just ties in the back. And so, yeah, I bought it and then I returned it because I had guilt and I ended up finding it at Goodwill for $4.99. So I don't really buy clothes from Target anymore because Target, if you guys don't know, I think they must have some deal with Goodwill where they ship their clothes off to, which is awesome, but I find so much good Target stuff there. Usually I pass up on most of it, but this was just a really funny find, so I picked that up for myself. All right, well, there you have it. That is my huge thrift haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me your thoughts on these brands. I'm so curious to know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.